Hey, good morning to everyone. My name is George Kosch. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Worldprofit. And just like the sign says up top there, 26 plus years we've been in business, online doing the same sort of thing. We host websites, especially for entrepreneurs, small businesses, that kind of a thing. And we do weekly live training just like this, informal. If you have any questions or anything, you just put them into the chat window. I kind of glance over and I see what people are asking about and try to answer them as I go. My background is all military. Right out of high school, I went to a military college here in Canada, got my degree in physics, math and physics, and got right into flying. I had no experience or anything, but I decided I'd like to try flying around in airplanes because I didn't think that was much of a job. It was more of something fun to do. And initially I was just joking. I figured you had to be a pilot to be able to even get trained or anything on jets and stuff. And they said, no, we prefer you this way. And I have to say, it's really good when people come into our program the same way, that you don't know how to promote. You've been promoted too, you've signed up for things, but you don't really know how that all works. So when you come to us, we get you right into it and teach you how things work. Now, what I do is I do programming in all the different languages that you could imagine. And I do my weekly workshop where I become your sponsor. So if you're looking for your sponsor, you're calling them and they're not answering, don't worry about it. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you out and answer your questions. And if you can't make it to a live training session, again, don't worry about it. All you have to do is fill out a support ticket and say, can you cover this in the training? And I'll do the best I can. I'll put it up on the slide and we'll go from there. How do you get started? The most important thing is to get to lesson number 3. If you're not on lesson 3 when you first start, you're making a big mistake because that's how everything starts and continues, and that's how all of the different tools and the things that you see in the member area function from, is learning how to promote and generate leads. And the leads are, well, you were one once, called associate members, and they come into Worldprofit for free. They don't have to pay anything. They come in and they can interact with the Live Business Center and our monitor team. The monitors are members who volunteer their time to help out and explain to people, what Worldprofit's all about, and how to see the intro video about the Silver program and things of that sort. Get on lesson 3 and stay on it. I like to say make it a 30-day sort of deal, but depending on how good you are on your computer and that sort of thing, you can stay for a week, but you can gauge yourself on when you should advance by the amount of associates that you're bringing in and the clicks that you're getting. And for sure, you should bring in at least 1 associate per day with what we teach you. And the big thing is the promotion, is signing up for the sites and promoting to those sites, copying and pasting the ads that we give you. All of that is under training on your top menu. And you've got 2 choices for your menu, of course. You've got the modern menu, which looks like this, and you've got the classic menu, which most people have, which will show you training on the top menu. Start training here. But what everyone has is a Start Here button. And this takes you to the main video about how the whole program works. It's 24 minutes long, and it's also accompanied by this one here, how to use Safeless and traffic exchanges. Okay, so these 2 videos are very important that you watch them. Take notes while you're watching, and don't forget, you can hit the pause button at any time. Okay, you don't have to absorb the whole thing the first time around. Ask yourself, after you've watched the video and after you've kind of looked at a few things, have I signed up for the first program under the 20 plus traffic streams? Have you signed up for Hercules? Have you signed up for state-of-the-art mailer? If you haven't done those, do them. Make sure that you have your notepad out. You have to absolutely write down things like your username that you make up. You need to write down the date and the email that you use to sign up. State-of-the-art mailer, for example, will give you a number as a referral ID. Okay, things like that. Those should be written down. Very, very important. And then ask yourself, have you sent out a promotion from the ad examples, which are here under ad examples? Okay, send the first one out. Common question, which one's the best one? All of them are. The idea on lesson 3 is to do the video, do the training, go through the process. We're here 7 days a week to help you out. And I come up every Friday to help people, understand what's going on and that kind of a thing. Okay? The absolute, really, really super important thing is, of course, Gmail. You want to make sure that you use Gmail for all of your marketing and promotion, because if you don't, you're probably going to get a lot of stuff that doesn't get to you. Companies like Hotmail, Yahoo, they don't accept business email for the most part. They block a lot of it. If you're looking for proof, somebody asked me very interesting question. They said, I want to know how much your members make. What are the top people making? What are, just give me some idea about that. And I said, well, right here, this 26 years is more important, I think, than telling people, Joe makes $500 a week and Bob makes $300 and Louise makes $2,000 a month. I don't understand the point of that. And he's like, how much do you make? Well, if nobody was making any money, we wouldn't be around for 26 years. So I said, that's all I can give you. And there are also these things called income claims, which we don't do, which removes a whole bunch of stuff, right? Because once you start making income claims, that's when people start knocking on your registration door and saying, what is this? The other thing that I made sure that he understood was he wanted to know this for marketing purposes. And I said, for marketing purposes, you should be A, using the ad examples, so review the training, and B, 26 years. That's a long, long time, okay, to be successful in business. And of course, the proof of the program is right there. It's the fact that you signed up and came into the program as a free member. Okay? And Jerry Watson says, can free members see this? They can see the recording, which I post on YouTube, and also in our Worldprofit tube area, which they can access. So they can see the recording. The reason that they're not coming in here is, number one, they would probably ask 1,000 questions, because every time I went to the member area and I showed them some of the things like, business builders, and they'd say, well, what's all this? Right? I'd spend half the time probably explaining all that, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather speak to people who have contributed as silver or platinum members and who are actually paying for the training, which is really cool. Speaking about promotion, what's going to happen is as you go through this program, you're going to copy and paste and go to the different sites, and it will become a bit tedious without the proper tools. But I want you to do it manually, the hard way, to learn how it works. And that way you can get a good idea of actually going through the process. What you will find is under the Cool Tools area right here on the top menu, you're going to find software like JitBit Auto Text, RoboForm, which is a password organizer, okay? RoboForm password organizer. And Postbox, which is email management. These are very important because they allow you to stay organized and they allow you to do your promotion very, very fast. Saves you a lot of time. I did a promo yesterday to about 8 different sites for Fast Track, and it went extremely fast. There was no problem at all. Okay, so these things do help. I use Link Magic, which is a fantastic tool in your member area, where you are able to kind of bookmark sites, and when you click, they all open at the same time in tabs, which saves a tremendous amount of time. If you're ever wondering, where is Link Manager, where's Link Magic, that kind of thing, you can always use the search box up here. That'll take you directly to it. Just type it in and don't make any typos. Just paste it in there. Okay? Good idea to do that. Or, of course, you can always click on the main page here by clicking on the logo and go Advanced Menu. That's a quick menu. I use this all the time, and it takes you down into L, Link Magic, Link Manager, things like that. Okay. Are there any questions about that? And yeah, signups will come with time. It takes time to get people to sign up because, let's face it, there's over 1,000 safe lists and exchanges, and our list just starts you off. For example, when you sign up for State-of-the-Art Mailer or Herculist, you'll be on their lists, and you'll be receiving emails constantly about different programs, different safe lists and things like that, promo codes, and feel free to try them out. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as they're free, give it a shot, go in there, and if you like what you see, you can upgrade as an option. Okay, so this is just a way of getting you started into this type of promotion. Eventually you're going to move into social networks like Facebook and Twitter, and you might even get yourself a WordPress blog. We're here as a business tool. We've created a business platform and a business training system. So we're not a business opportunity. We're here to teach you how to use this platform, your website and the prospect manager and the emailers and things like that for all businesses that you start either in today or in the future. So we're not here about the short term. Making money online is a long-term commitment. Okay? Habib says, new associate source, what does it mean? Does it mean someone has signed up? If you're talking about over here under the ad examples, that's a good question. New associate sources. If you imagine everybody in Worldprofit that's promoting, and you would say to yourself, so all of these people are promoting, are they signing people up? That's a fair question, right? People are, they're all out promoting, and associates are signing up every couple of minutes. We get about 400 a day some days. That'd be our maximum. Average day is about 250. And we asked years ago the top promoters, would it be okay, without using your name or anything like that, just show where they're coming from? What are the sources of the new associates? Okay, so source of associate sign up. This is where they're coming from, and in many cases it'll be a person's domain name, which is fine. But the ones that you want to look at are the ones that are like things like Premium Lead Club, Ad Click Express. Who is doing this promotion? Could be anyone. These could even be associates promoting. But what I wanted this to do is to say that, yes, associates are coming in all the time, but here's where we're finding conversions. So people are not only promoting at these sites, but these sites are leading to signups. What does this say to you? These are some places you might want to go. Sign up if it's free. Find out what's going on. And there's a lot of them. We've got a lot of pages here. You can see them all. They keep loading. Endless. YouTube, of course YouTube is generating signups. Here's another one here, YouTube. Fantastic. Facebook you'll find in here too. This one, Hungry for Hits. I'm not familiar with that one. Herculist, of course, top of our list. Okay? You can even see the landing page that was used right here by clicking on it. This has your ID in it. Why? Just in case you want to grab it and go with it. I don't want you to see somebody else's ID up there. So I've added those in. Okay? So that's a huge, this thing is a gold mine right here. Show me another company online in existence that provides this information. I'd love to see that. Okay? So how to generate leads, build your list, and finally earn income. I want you to read this sentence right here in order, meaning you need to generate leads first. You build your list, then you earn. The reason for that is obvious, I hope. We have associates coming in all the time, right? That page I just showed you here, these are successful signups. These are where associates signed up. They didn't just click. They clicked, just like Habib is asking, and then they signed up. Okay? So when they've signed up, they are on your associate list. And that's when they will come in, take a look around, find out about Worldprofit. And I know the next question, Habib will say, what do we do when we sign up an associate? Nothing. Go sign up another one. That's the biggest question I get. Do I need an autoresponder? No. We send out a newsletter every single day to all associates. And we remind them of the bonuses, how to log in, that sort of a thing. Where to go if they have questions. Your job, generate leads. Remember, you are here because your sponsor promoted. You most likely upgraded into the Silver program or the Platinum VIP program as a result of the Live Business Center and the monitors. They're the ones that are working hard to close sales for you. That is completely contrary to what you learned in life, I bet. Right? You thought, well, as soon as somebody signs up, shouldn't I phone them? Shouldn't I do something? After 6 months, for sure. Somebody like Linda Elzy, she's constantly phoning, call looping, emailing. But after years and years and years, she's qualified. She's also her supervisor at the Live Business Center. Do you want to try to do that? Yeah, but give it a few months. You don't need to do any phone calls or autoresponders or emails or anything like that. Okay, we're here doing that every day. Your ad tracker on the top menu will confirm that your promotion is getting clicks. The ad tracker tracks clicks. The only thing that can be tracked in this day and age are clicks. Sometimes we can track where the click came from. But again, in this day and age, with people turning off certain aspects of their browser for privacy, tracking is only possible and reliable with our ad tracker because it tracks clicks from the IP. It tries to find out where they came from, but in a lot of cases it doesn't. But for me, you know what I do with the ad tracker is when you're going to post somewhere, you can go into the link cloaking area, and I'll turn on the classic menu here. It's a little easier for people to see. There's a cloak URLs area right here, and it's very easy to give a name here and here. If you're going to promote to state-of-the-art mailer, you might create state-of-the-art mailer or STOM or whatever you want to call it, a short form, then a dash, and then maybe 049 or something for the ad that you're sending out. And you put it in there, you cloak it, and then you use that one. How do you keep track of all these URLs and things? Well, if you check under Cool Tools, which is up here on the top menu, I'm switching menus, so there we go, Cool Tools. You can, down here, find an awesome promotion tool called JitBit Auto Text. And this works on Windows, and then there's another one down here called Text Expander. So all these do is, I like the name Text Expander because you would type in AD11 and it would be the subject, and AD22 and AD33, that kind of a thing. So it makes it easier to promote, much faster. And it's easier to track where the clicks are coming from because you're only sending that cloaked link to that list. Personally, I just like getting clicks. I just send stuff out all the time, so I don't really care where they come from. What I do is I might check in here and again in my ad tracker, and that's up in here somewhere. There we go. And you can see in this case I created a promo for Habib. See that, Habib? I put your name in because you were asking me about the ad tracker. So I thought, you know what, I'll name it Habib. And then you can see that I sent this one out for you. See that? Traffic injection. I got 1,400 clicks. Which brings up a very important point. I send out the odd promo just to test the system. So Habib sent in a bunch of tech support tickets. So his name, I said, I'll do a promo for him. Okay? Just to make sure it works. Make sure that his account's good. Make sure that the cloaking works. And as you can see, it works pretty good, doesn't it? Right? Habib. See that? Easy. This brings up an extremely important point. Don't try to build Rome in a day. Right? One ad. One site to promote to. One cloak. Do one. Make sure it works. Then do another one. I can't tell you how many people come into the program and try to master everything in a couple of weeks. Like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna go and do some of this and some of this, and then I'm gonna do some stuff on my site. All of that is fine, but do one thing, which is promote. Put a 99% stamp on that and say, I have to promote, nothing else until I've done my promotion. Okay, so important. Let's talk back again about once your list starts getting built, meaning you're starting to bring associates in, that's when you can look at things like the ClickBank promo kit, the Moneymaker promo kit, which is really a lot of JVZoo stuff, and you can promote those things to the list that you already have. Because those are things that that you're selling, right? You're selling them something. So keep that in mind. Don't promote ClickBank products to Safeless. That is a waste of time. I would rather see you promote to generate associates, then build your list, then send out those income producers. And of course, we're always working on those associates to get them to upgrade just like you did. Okay? And that leads right into multiple income sources, right? Multiple income sources are things like your Amazon store, eBay store that you promote on your website. When you're sending stuff out to your list, you're always saying, go to my website, here's a link, here's my Amazon store, check it out, that kind of thing. You're not doing that initially. You're only doing that when you have a list. Make sure that you use things like Skype. You can do instant meetings in Skype now. You can do Google Meetings, YouTube Live. All these things come later. And then you let your list know, that is, you send a note to your associates when you're doing these things. Say, come and join me live doing this. You can do like a screencast or a workshop on your screen, just like I'm doing now, and then post it to YouTube to generate leads. We have several of our members doing that. It's all there for you. It's just a matter of putting it all together. We have Trustpilot showing up here. It's on the top menu, like when you go to the home page. If you wish to submit a review and you're happy about us and everything, just click Submit a Review right here, and this will take you to our page. And it's a really nice page. You can write the review here. They're going to ask you a few questions, like, to make sure that you're real. This company is very solid with that. And then do your review. Hopefully you see 5 stars, I hope. And then we go from there. And it'll track everything that you're saying. Okay? There's just very little that you need to purchase elsewhere when you're with Worldprofit. We have hopefully every single possible thing that you need for the long term. We're always improving our products and our services. That's pretty much all that we do. We make sure that we handle tech support, and we make sure that the services that we supply, the hosting, the websites and things like that, are top of the line and always using the most modern tools. Okay, so we have everything. We've got the equivalent of Aweber and GetResponse in our autoresponder system. And it's, it really leads into this one. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. Okay? And that's good, Habib. I'm glad you got that working. This brings me to our Platinum program. What is a Platinum program? Why would you want to upgrade to it? Well, we're talking about the graphics studio here. That's included in the upgrade. Also included is 40% commission and bonuses. You also, and I'm going to talk about how to get your commissions in a minute, okay, because that's important. Autoresponder, ClickBank Superstore. We've got the ClickBank Sales Manager, which works alongside these things. Okay, so you got your Superstore and your Sales Manager. Advanced Ad Tracker, which is optional. You can use it if you want. Okay, and yeah, thanks, Don. That's a very nice thing to say. You will go to a lot of webinars, and they never show you the chat or the people. And the reason they don't do that is because most webinars are recorded. And they don't want you to see that stuff because they want you to think it's live. And we all know that, right? They actually sell webinar systems that make people think that they're actually on right now live. And you know, the sad part is people are asking questions because they leave that open for some strange reason. I'll never understand that. And they never answer those questions because it's recorded. We don't do that. When I have our chat area up, this is real and live, unless you're watching the recording on YouTube. But then you should pretty much know that you're watching the recording. Anyways, you get the 18 traffic injections every month and Platinum VIP bonus area. If you're interested, you could do one of two things. You can contact support for a quote, or you can immediately upgrade from the member area. And you will see that there's going to be a button right in here, and it'll be just above the menu button, and it'll be a platinum upgrade, and you can upgrade immediately. Okay. And as you can see, our workshop has already started. So what I usually do is I leave this up in case somebody wants to enter a little late. That's no problem. But what I also do is I will get rid of this as soon as the workshop's over. Are there any questions about this? And Habib says, how can we integrate the Worldprofit autoresponder with other program? I don't know what other program you're talking about. All I can tell you is in any program, there's only one thing that an autoresponder is. It's a landing page. So when you've gone through the help video, if you're interested in selling a product, there's a video here. How to get other lists over is here. But this one is the big one because it takes you through the only thing after you've got your auto response sequence and everything set up about creating landing page. And there's a short help video here on how to do that. This is the best option. So what you do is once you've got your sequence done and you're happy with it, there's only one thing. Just like I want you to think of when you are signing up associates, right? You have an ad and you have a URL and they sign up. That's what your autoresponder is, essentially. It's an ad, right? You tell them what the autoresponder is all about. And then they sign up on the landing page that you created using a landing page builder. If you're thinking, do I need to create an autoresponder sequence for Worldprofit? You don't. We're the autoresponder. We'll take care of sending out everything necessary to your associates. If at some point, 6 months down the road, you say, you know, I really like Worldprofit and the training and the workshops, but I'd like to kind of set up my own training because I've got my own way of doing things with people that I bring in to maybe the associate program or the silver or platinum membership. That's fine too. You can build your own system and you can have a sequence of training and you can send a message to your new silver or platinum or associates and say, here's some specialized training. Go here to sign up. Because you see, they would just sign up onto your sequence. Okay? So Bo says, how does the titanium traffic package work? Well, we created the titanium traffic package here for people that want to purchase the Diamond Rotator, Affiliate Link Blaster, Ruby Solo Blaster, Login Ads, Gold Banner Rotator, Sapphire Solo Rotator, and Traffic Blaster all at one time. In other words, as a bundle. And that's why we created it. So to learn about it, you would go and look into the Diamond Rotator and the each one of them up here. So you could look at Diamond Rotator and Gold Banner. You could look at these and then you would be able to learn about what each component of the package does. Okay. And Habib says, I want to track my postings from other website and that wants to use the get response. That would be something that you would need to go to get response and ask them how to track. I don't know how to track get response or anything like that. So you need to go to them and ask them how to track and do all of that stuff. I also, I want to take a moment to explain something else to people that you might not understand about some of these other services out there. And I want to go back here to just say this one. You see this, why buy it elsewhere? Many, many, many other sites have fantastic landing page systems, auto-response systems, but they work on their website. They host everything. Your website they don't have that. In other words, they give it all to you to use, but it's all hosted and run by them. Where we kick in is everything is on your website, your brand, your name. So when you create a landing page, the landing page is on your website, not ours. Your autoresponder is your autoresponder. Okay? So, in other words, we're creating a business under your name, not under someone else's. Okay, so it's important to remember that. And here's why. Imagine if you are promoting for 5 years. Have you ever heard of something called backlinks? I bet you have. Those are remnants of promotion and postings and classified ads and Facebook posts and Google and everything that you do in that 5-year period. All the promotion is through your website. In other words, your URL. And after all those years, these things start to develop called backlinks. And they add up. Every classified ad you've posted, your YouTube videos, your channel, right? All of this can be interlinked back to things like your WordPress or your Website Plus, or of course your website with Worldprofit. But it's your website, and it's your property, and it's your real estate. So think of it as the difference between renting and owning. And we all know owners win every time. When you go to these other services that say, everything's in the cloud, don't worry about anything, it's all there, they're running it, not you. It's not on your cloud, it's on theirs. So be careful with that kind of thing. And that's not to say it's all bad, but think about 5 years down the road. All those backlinks, they're going to that company, not going to you. Okay, so when you go to somewhere like Moz backlink checker, I think this is where I've gone before. I go in here and you can go in and look up your backlinks and things like that to places like this. It's just backlink checker. And this is the one here. So say I just put in Worldprofit. And we've promoted everything through Worldprofit for 26 years. And do I have like a backlink maker or no, we just promote, right? So it'll grind out some number here, you see. So we've got 600,000 backlinks. And all of this traffic, you see, this is from promoting everywhere, and I'm not going to go through it all. But what I really like about this page is just how powerful that number up there is. And when people say, does it work? You know, does your training work? Does this whole thing work? Of course it does. But I can't tell you how important it is that when you do these things, you want to make sure that you do it through your site. Okay? Very important. Are there any other questions? And that's true, Will. You own your leads that you download. If you want, you can right here, like, so for example, say that you go into your prospect manager and you say, you know, I want all of these. I want these on my computer now. Oh, okay. Just scroll down. You can export them all instantly with one click. Comes up, loads up, and there's all my leads. They're right there. Tells us everything. They're all yours. They're your property. Take them if you want. Hide them somewhere. Keep them cozy. Or stay with Worldprofit and use the mailers and that kind of thing. Okay, so it's all there. We have nothing to hide. It's all yours. And we're not planning on going anywhere either. Let's talk about your money. Commissions here on the top menu, you click on. Do you see this, how we pay you? Right there. You want to click on that because we offer different sources of where you can say, this is where I want you to pay me. We pay by check, PayPal, e-transfer for Canadians, or direct bank wire for international. And Bitcoin. Bitcoin we're keeping under $500 because we don't have enough to go around. Bitcoin's very new. It's a big hit though, as you can imagine. Make sure that you're careful with these things. We've had some enormous mistakes made by customers in the last couple of weeks. When you want to do a direct bank wire, it must go to the name and the account number. Those two things have to be exact. Okay, so don't, send it to the name on the account. Same thing with Bitcoin. If you have a wallet, make sure you copy and paste the wallet address. Don't try to type it out. You're not going to type it out very well. And we pay you on the 15th of every month for the month before. And we had somebody say, well, I came into Worldprofit and I made 20 bucks. And it was under the 50, so, is it gone? It's washed, right? It's like, no, it's not. We carry it over to the next month until it's above 50. That's why it says carried over right here. Can you imagine that? Yeah, too bad you didn't make it. We're sorry. We keep. We don't do that. If I could take you back to this, 26 years, we're really honest. We make sure that we pay. Okay? So for Habib, if you're outside Canada, my recommendation is you can do Bitcoin or a direct bank wire. Yeah. Okay, so you can do the bank wire and we'll send it to the account. I have a gentleman right now in Nigeria. I set up a wire, goes into his account. I think it's Nigeria, and then we have someone in Ghana that are just getting it. But you have to do this. You have to contact your bank. And you have to say, what are the bank wire details for an international wire? Right? So when you go in and you say, I want to be paid by, down here, I'll just change my check real quick. Say that you want to do a direct deposit. We need an ABA routing number. We need the account holder's name and the account number. I know you know the name and I know you know this one, but phone your bank about this one. That's important. Because what happened, and this does happen, I will go to put that in and it'll say it doesn't exist. Or your bank doesn't accept wires from outside of its country. And like Sandy Hunter is saying, they do not forgive you for errors. We had a wire that went to the person. They put their account number in and they put the wrong name. It was a company and they put their name in. Not only was the money sent back, but with a heavy, heavy penalty through admin fees, costs for the bank to process and send the money back. It was a lot of money. So And my favorite's PayPal because they're simple. There's your money. Same with Bitcoin. Very simple to do. Okay? Or a check. But again, you have to go to your bank. We had a bank in the United States years and years ago that might as well have torn the check up in front of the person. They said, we have nothing to do with Canadian checks, even though the check is from a U.S. bank. That was the funny part. Our checks are cut from, I don't have any handy, but they're cut from a bank that we have in New York. And it says right on it, New York. And they said, no, we don't do that. There's not enough numbers here. So they had a fit. So make sure that you go to your bank or call them and say, listen, I'm going to get a check from Canada, a U.S. bank draft. Can we accept that? They say, is this something we can do? They might say yes, but we charge you $50 and it takes 6 months to, clear. So be careful with that too. All right. So these are just my little tidbits. 90% of the time, this all just works fine. But in a couple of cases, we've had, some disastrous outcomes. So yeah, number one, PayPal. If you have a PayPal account, that's the easy one. Of course, Bitcoin. And bank wires. Bank wires work great. I send out a whole bunch of them every month. I've kind of gotten, I don't mind bank wires. They're kind of quick now because it saves the details from the month before. It's the same with e-transfers. They just go out so easily. I just say, to this person over and over again every month. So it's really, really easy to do. Okay. Are there any other questions? Have I missed anybody? Have I missed any questions? I got to look at both computers here. Okay, so far so good. I urge you, everyone, upgrade to Platinum. There's no higher level in the company, and we give you pretty much everything we've got in the line of tools. It also tells us that you're here for the long term. It's very important to really think that way. Think long term, because it's important. Yeah, and thank you, Linda. We're going to be here for many, many more years. Brian has a good question here. He says, is there a way I can create a capture page that will include the phone number? Absolutely. When you go into your landing page builder, okay, so go through here and you go into your landing page builder. I'm just going to grab one at random here. You can put your phone number right at the top. Call me. I don't even know what we have a Skype number. Anyways, put in the number right at the top. We also have a really cool landing page builder down here. I'm going to just scroll down. This is one of our faves right here. See this one? It's a downline builder. And you can go into this one and take a few minutes to watch the help video first. But this one's really cool because see what it looks like? Watch. It says how to market online. I know the color doesn't work, but you get my point. You can pick any background. Improve your strategy. You put your number right up here. And all of these are here. This is one of my favorites. This one's really cool because you can promote products in here. Details. Boom, and it sends them over. You could even say, sign up here first. This could be your autoresponder link to your autoresponder, things like that. You can do so much stuff in here. Sign me up. Even offer them a bonus for signing up. And you're welcome, Riel. Yeah, we've got a PLR store. You see, we have enough stuff to keep you going for many, many years. That was the whole idea of this, right? We want people to say, oh my goodness, there's so much stuff here. It's like they designed this for life. And we go, yeah, that's what we did. Oh, Linda says, LBC broken, middle white. Yeah, they must have a problem, Linda. We'll look into it. I know I've got my thing coming up on here. Anyways, I'm going to call it a day and thank everybody for everything. It's all here. Just enjoy it. And again, if you have any questions or anything, just fill out a support ticket. We're always happy to hear from you. Okay, thank you.